So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everyone, this is Ho Ho Hong Kong with me, your host, Vivek Mabibani, and the co-host who is...
Oi, mate! I am Mohammed Magdi.
That's right, we are in fact the Ho Ho Hong Kong podcast. We're going to start mumbling, that's what a lot of other people like to do.
No, it was, that was me being in the future in Australia.
Oh yeah, exactly. So Mo's going to be traveling real soon.
Yeah.
And like he messaged me, yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, yesterday. Hey, by the way, let you know I won't be here. I was like, what? Hold on, wait, you can't, what? And then, so luckily it worked out and we're recording this just in time before he travels to Australia yet again.
Yeah, well, our buddy Andy is running a show for Bassem Youssef, who is one of my favorite, like one of my heroes really, is this Egyptian comedian. I mentioned him on the podcast before. He's an Egyptian comedian who's a heart surgeon, and he started like a Jon Stewart style TV show.
Yeah.
So he's
yeah.
touring Australia now.
Jon
and
Stewart talked about him on the show.
He was
I remember,
on John. He was like the Middle Eastern
He was
correspondent.
yes, I remember now.
Right,
Yeah.
and Jon Stewart himself came to Cairo to be a guest on his show once.
I remember, yeah.
So they still have like and also Bassem did a set at the Mark Twain Award thing when Jon Stewart was awarded the Mark Twain
Award. Yeah.
So they're obviously very tight. Anyway, so that guy is now like pretty much a full-time stand-up.
Yeah.
And he is touring Australia, and Andy is running his tour. So I'm like, hey, can I come watch?
Yeah.
In the beginning, I asked to open,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, no, because you can't, the visa. You're not, even if you're not getting paid, there's no chance they're not letting you close to the stage without a visa.
Yeah.
And it's obviously too tight. But I'm like, okay, can I come watch? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So I'll just go see Bassem.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to see a show, and it's pretty hard to bring him to Asia, I guess.
Yeah.
But the cool thing about him is that like until like he reinvented himself when he left Egypt. He basically is in exile in the US. He has always had a green card because he's a heart surgeon and he studied in the US for some time. So when the whole thing happened, basically his show, like the crackdown, his show got canceled and he basically had to run for his life.
Yeah.
It was a very short window. His lawyers went, you have 48 hours.
Yeah,
otherwise we can't help you.
Yeah.
So he ran away, whatever. He's now in the US, but he just like reinvented himself as a stand-up. And for the last few years, he's been doing okay. He's based in LA, does like okay with like the Arab community and stuff in terms of draw.
Yeah.
And funny enough, maybe Andy will not like this, but I'll say it anyway because it's interesting for the podcast.
Yeah.
When Bassem's show went on sale in Australia, because Andy and I are obviously very close, he was like, I'm like, hey, how are his sales? He's like, they're fine. Like, we don't know.
Yeah.
Like, it's like a new name in the market and whatever. Then something happened. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, obviously with the Gaza war blowing up yet again, Bassem went on Piers Morgan.
So talk about it?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And there's just like this 25, 30-minute interview where it completely blew up how well Bassem handled this conversation.
Yeah.
And very quickly became the number one watched Piers Morgan interview of all time.
Wow.
It's now over 21 million views on
man.
YouTube in less than a month. What is funny about that is that while that was happening, Andy calling me, he's like, holy shit, everything is selling out and we're adding shows.
Oh, wow.
Because of the one interview.
Damn.
So it actually went from like, oh, we're really not sure about like how this guy would do here to now the added... Last time I checked, there was 4 shows in Sydney. They added the Sydney Opera House because they just couldn't like. They're like, all right, give him the biggest room in Sydney.
Yeah.
And he added another show on the Palais Theatre in Melbourne, which is the biggest theatre in the country, the biggest seated theatre in the country, 3,000 people. Now he's on his second show, pretty much gonna sell out anyway.
Oh, God.
It's because of the one interview, which is nuts.
Yeah, well, I mean, to all the comedians out there, contact us. We'll interview you, and we'll try to make it a heated debate.
No, yeah, exactly.
And
We'll just channel our
4 tickets more.
Our Piers Morgan, our inner Piers Morgan, which is just shout at him for an hour, which I'm very good at, by the way.
Exactly. Yeah. So if anybody hit us, contact us and be like, hey man, my tickets are not selling really well. What can
Yeah.
you do for me? I'm like, buddy, we'll get you on the podcast. We'll belittle you. We'll
Yeah.
argue with you, and then you watch those numbers just magically jump.
I mean, it is fascinating because, as someone who's obviously from the region and very much affected by what's happening there, it was great to see someone who's very level, like just basically use all the comments are saying the same thing. All
Yeah.
the comments are saying, I didn't know anything about this issue.
Yeah.
Thanks to this guy, I now understand.
Yeah.
Because, and also he used very, very like dark humor.
Dude, he's a heart surgeon, man.
Exactly.
Like, what are you gonna? You can't hurt him.
No, you can't hurt
Yeah.
him. And I highly recommend everyone listening to this to just leave, like, even if you don't care about the issue, just like, it's almost like a master class on how to handle an asshole like Piers Morgan.
Yeah.
And basically come out on top, basically. And to Piers Morgan credit, he was being like almost provocative on purpose, which is fine. Like, I
TV,
understand
TV,
that.
I
It's
get it,
TV, yeah. But like he gave Bassem the chance, but then at the end he just got frustrated because Bassem was basically just winning all the rounds.
Yeah.
And towards the end he just started cutting him off and stuff, which again people observed and they're like, oh yeah, Pierce is like losing it a little
Yeah.
bit. It was great, highly recommended. So I'm seeing Bassem, obviously seeing Annie as well, and there is like about 10 days in Australia.
That's crazy.
So the next couple of episodes probably going to be from there. With our buddy as Bassem, Andy, which was Bassem, but it would be
Yeah.
Andy and Annie.
You never know, man. I mean, Bassem might be like, "Hey, I'm not selling these tickets in this suburb. Who can ask me questions?" You're like, "Buddy, I'm on it."
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, this guy doesn't know me. I can insult him. He won't remember. It'll be perfectly fine. It's a win-win situation. Andy, get me connected to this guy now.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
So excited to be back in Australia, and it is like funny thing we were talking off before the recording. It's funny when you get to like now. You like when you have access to stuff like lounges or whatever,
Yeah.
and then you don't have it. You're like, what the fuck? Like
Yeah.
I'm so entitled to this now.
Yeah. I want to enjoy this kind of lifestyle.
Yeah.
I gotta just sit in the waiting room and wait.
Yeah, it's
You know?
like it's
Yeah.
crazy. Like people should not airlines should not upgrade people because it's just not fair.
Yeah, it's just basically it's giving you a taster of the good life. You're
Exactly.
Like, oh.
Yeah, and then like literally when I'm booking, I'm like, oh, maybe let me see like the next thing, like
Yeah.
not economy, like premium economy. It's the
Yeah.
economy is like, let's say 5,000, premium
Yeah.
economy is 50,000. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah. They know that like you need it, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is like one of the reasons why I don't like to Uber that much because it's
Yes.
just so good that every time I've ever Ubered for a gig or like, oh, we'll cover your Uber. I'm like, oh sweet. I'm in a rush. I'm like, I should do this more often, man. This is fantastic. I saved how much time. This is easy. I'm not trying to calculate this place. I'm not walking for this amount of time.
Yeah.
And then like, of course, it's great. And then I come back. I'm like, hold on a second. If I Uber everywhere, I don't get my walk.
Yeah.
I don't have my little quiet time. I will never read a book because I'll be in the Uber, this or that. I'm like, you know what? I get it. Yeah. So exactly. I know what you mean. Like, it's really weird where I've come to the point, and I'm sure a lot of us, as you get older, you realize that you cannot pamper yourself that much.
Yeah.
Because then it makes that your default. As I told my girlfriend, we were in UK, we went to this friend's house of hers, and it was so quiet. It was like 12 decibel quiet. Like, you understand? Like 12 decibel quiet is quieter than a library.
Yeah.
It's like pure empty.
And that's also just like nowhere in Hong Kong. It's
Nowhere. There's
like,
nowhere,
literally
right?
nowhere.
There's nowhere, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, oh, this is what I would love to have. I'm like, do you understand? If this was your home,
Yeah.
you would lose your mind the moment you leave.
Yeah.
You get it? Because like this is what you expect. And everything's noise.
Hmm.
Whereas in Hong Kong, you're like, yeah, okay. And you go somewhere quiet, like, this is great. It's only 40 dB.
Yeah.
Right? And now we're loving it. People are like, this is a noisy road. I'm like, buddy, this is noisy? Oh, you know nothing. So yeah, full on, man. I fully agree with that idea. But I think also with you traveling and stuff, you never know. Because like when you go down to Australia, you might meet the guy and then for some reason, they suddenly have some small cozy get together.
Right.
And they need an opening act or something.
Yeah.
You know? And they're like, hey, let's get this guy. You
Yeah.
know? Anything's possible.
Yeah, you never know. So yeah, exactly. Just seeing him and like being close to the team
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, there's obviously a lot of possibilities to
Yeah,
what
yeah.
could happen.
With osmosis, yeah, exactly. But hey, speaking of possibilities and stuff, something that's impossible for us is that we cannot fully embrace the recently passed festival of the 1111. festival.
Right, yeah,
Being
yeah.
men of not the singleness.
Yes.
At the moment, at least.
At the time of this
At the
recording.
time of this recording, we can never tell the future. We don't have the crystal balls.
Right.
And again,
You can buy one on Taobao for very cheap.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And if you did in the 11th of November discount, you probably got a benefit for that one as well. Yeah. Did you buy anything to Singles Day?
Well, that's actually funny enough. This whole trip was kind of like I was planning it around 11/11 discounts because, and this is like a free plug, and it's like almost they got me by the balls. But Trip.com now
Yeah.
is like my basically travel agent.
Yeah.
Because they keep like fucking upgrading. So right now I'm literally not joking.
Yeah.
Like then the tier that I have
Yeah.
of my
Account?
thing
Yeah.
is diamond.
Diamond,
So I'm
yeah.
like the highest possible. Actually, there is nothing higher than diamond
Yeah.
on Trip.com.
Yeah.
Which means they just keep giving me all this free shit.
Yeah.
So I don't look elsewhere.
Yeah. So
It's like just your girlfriend spoiling the hell out of you. Like every time you're like, maybe. They're like, nope, there isn't anything better.
Yeah. And
So because of that, Trip.com had like 11/11 discounts. And for people, let's give people a little bit of background of what is
So
going on. with
11/11, first of all, if you just simply visually look at it, you'll see a lot of single lines, right? And the idea was that, 1-1-1-1, they're all alone. Oh, they're singles. Oh, you're lonely.
Yeah.
Here, have a discount on us.
Right.
What they forgot to clarify is that actually people who are in relationships can still enjoy the same discount.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because it's
There's no
discriminating.
verification. Like they should actually, everyone who qualifies, to qualify, you should provide like a therapist like certificate
just
saying that you're
just-
depressed.
Yeah.
And then you qualify for the discount.
And then we get into the whole leeway of like that's discrimination. You know, what level of the spectrum should I be in? Do I need to have medication? And do I qualify? Right?
And I'm sure there would be a fake certificate on Taobao.
Yeah, that you can buy. You buy
to
without the discount.
Exactly, without the discount.
It's like basically, you know, like how you buy. Okay, you know, like these companies, they say, okay, if you're a member, you get 10% off for everything for the next year.
Yes.
But to be a member, you have to pay $100 to be a
Yes.
member. So
Yeah.
you do the math. You're like, okay, if I buy all these items, I get more of a discount than $100. So I'll become a member and make more savings in the discount.
Yeah.
Same thing. You go to Taobao, get that fake certificate for the normal price without the discount. Then you can use that certificate to get the
Exactly.
discount for other stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that is so Chinese. That is such a typical Asian or Hong Kong or Chinese kind of mentality of like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna outdo your system.
Of
And-
course.
Yeah, this is why the casino in Macau goes nuts because everyone's like, I'm gonna beat the house. It's like, buddy,
Yeah.
we've done the math, man.
Yeah.
You're not. that-
By walking in and sitting on the table, you've already
lost.
The house has already won.
Exactly. Exactly. You may think you're gonna become a member, but don't forget we have a profit margin, buddy.
Yeah.
Like, we're still gonna make more money off of that.
Well, you think you're getting a deal by having a free Coca-Cola?
Yeah,
Good-
exactly,
At
yeah.
least like in like Vegas or whatever, people are actually getting like top shelf alcohol.
Yeah.
They try
Yeah.
to like do whatever they can to keep
Yeah.
you there. But here, I mean, I walked around last time I was there, and it was quite boring. I would
Yeah.
say because people were taking it way too seriously.
No, but that's what I mean. Like over here, people are there to gamble.
Yeah.
Whereas like in the West, they're more like there to have a good time, this and that, and hence why you make so much money in Macau. People are like, buddy, I'm here to lose money. Yeah. Do it. Like I'm not here to like look around.
Yeah.
That's why like casino gigs are the worst because you know they don't care.
Oh yeah.
But they have to have some entertainment because they have spare money. Number one, and number two,
Yeah.
they're like, we have to do something. I mean, you can't just have a casino.
yeah,
That's
you're
it.
like distracting them from losing money.
Yeah. I remember when I did the fight nights in Macau,
Mm.
we were told the fight needs to end within 90 minutes because we cannot keep them out of the room that long.
Right.
Basically we're giving them a break of like, oh, you losing money? Come over here, watch a show. You know, on us,
Yeah.
right? And then you watch a show. They're like, hey, you know how you feeling better? You want to go back? Maybe your luck has changed. Then you go back and lose more money. Right?
Yeah,
It's-
it can be as bad as this guy getting the shit kicked out of, right?
which guy?
Like the guy on like in the fight.
Oh yeah.
So they're showing them a guy who's like
Yeah.
getting his ass kicked.
Yeah, and they're like, I'm pretty good.
I'm pretty good. Yeah, I just lost a few $1,000.
Financially getting my ass kicked is, it doesn't hurt. It's okay.
That's really genius, actually.
And honestly, like, dude, the casinos, what they do is that, let's say you're a big high flyer, right? And you lose, like, say, $100,000, $200,000. They will come over to you, bad luck and everything. Hey, here's a watch from us, like a Rolex watch worth 50,000 Hong Kong.
Right.
Just, hey, because you're an awesome guy. And you're
Right.
like, I like these guys, and you'll come back to them.
Yeah.
And obviously, you're not coming back with $1,000. You're coming back with another $100,000 again, right?
You have already made double that watch back.
Exactly. Yeah, they double that watch back. And the same with the show tickets. It kind of makes you feel like, oh, these guys like me. I'll be loyal to them. Go watch the show. The fight's happening. Whatever you do, right? Whether you're there or not, the fight's happening. The cost is done.
That's a great point because that's exactly what Trip.com is doing as
Yeah.
well. So they're like, oh yeah, every now and then, literally, like I was booking other flights to go to Shanghai. We'll talk about this in another episode, but I booked for Annie and I to go to Shanghai and, booking, whatever, regular booking. And as soon as it went through, they just gave us 2 like lounge access on the house.
Yeah. And you're like,
It's
"Ooh,
exactly
yeah."
the shit.
Yeah, and you're like, hey, these
So
guys
next
are
time
good.
I see like even like a little bit cheaper ticket on like Expedia or whatever, I'm like, but there's a chance these guys will give me
Exactly. There's a
lounge
chance.
access.
That's what they
I'm
get
like,
you, man.
God damn it.
Yeah. That's what you'll be like, oh, but what if I book with these guys for that $100 more? I might get a lounge thing, so I'll just take the risk. And we didn't get it this time. Oh, maybe next time.
Yeah.
And you're hooked, man. You're hooked because like Expedia's not going to give it to you.
Nope.
Right? So Trip.com, and they're listening and they're like, okay, this guy, and they'll probably have.
I mean, it's a Chinese company. And my phone is Chinese. They're in my life.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, they probably have some algorithm where they know exactly, like, if he clicked between these two pages for more than 5 seconds, he's doubting. We better give him a lounge.
Yes.
But if he's quick with this decision,
Yeah.
we better skip the lounge. We don't need it. 'cause
Yeah, we don't need it. He's already hooked.
Yeah. And if
Also,
it's
like the crazy part is that like they know now I'm like a crazy loyal member, and every 1 out of 3 YouTube ads that I get is still Trip.com.
It's still
That's
Trip.com.
actually when it gets annoying.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm already
won me over, yeah.
Yeah, you won me over,
Dude,
Show this to new people.
This is like me when I've done, for example, company events, and like they're specifically like, oh, when you announce, make sure you announce all our brands. We'd love to hear our brands. I'm like, you know where you work. You know your brand. Why do you need me to be like, oh, it's so good to be over here with A and B and C and D?
Yeah.
It's like, why?
Yeah.
And I really thought, I'm like, this is so stupid. Until I actually did a gig where I had to do a comedy set, right? And they were like, could you incorporate our brands into your bit? And I'm like, okay, I'll just I happen to go to this shop,
Yeah.
And then when I did that table lost their mind. Like, yeah, it's talking about us. Yeah. I'm like,
Really?
really? Because it turns out the psychology is that they're getting mentioned, whereas the other tables are not.
And
they're like, oh, we must
you
be
feel
spec-
some sort of privilege.
Yeah, and
Even
they
if
feel
it's,
like,
like,
oh,
completely
see,
fake.
he notices us, he doesn't notice you.
Yeah.
Right? So I remember it was like for A.S. Watson, and then they have like Fortress and all these brands. So like for something, I forget what the bit was, but basically I was like, I went to Fortress to get one item, and when I said Fortress, the whole table was like, yeah, boy, yeah, like cheering and stuff. And then the other tables, then when I go like, I had to go to the Watson to get something else, like, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm so confused right now.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have this need to show the other brands that like, oh, this random guy on stage
Yeah, exactly.
mentioned us? This is your party, man.
Yeah.
But again, once I did that, I'm like, oh, it's a face thing.
Yeah.
It's like, look at us. We must be so prominent that he put us into his act.
Right.
Whereas the other guy didn't get it. So I'm like, okay, fair enough. I think that's the thing with also the casinos in Macau, right? So every casino has their own style, right? Now, obviously, and this style will attract that side of people. For example, Hard Rock Cafe, their casino there, but more a rocky kind of thing. And you would see the age group is much younger, right? Whereas the Galaxy Casino, you have hit it spot on for the mainland Chinese mentality.
Right.
Everything is glittery. You've got everything, and you basically the idea they knew exactly what people want to see. They gave them that, and like you see,
Yeah.
everyone's over here now. I'm like, oh, you're so good. Venetian was smart, right? They had the Londoner as well.
Yeah.
This is what I find is really interesting was that they have miniature versions of the world,
Right.
right, just to attract you to take a photo.
And just like the rest of the world, it's full of Chinese tourists.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you can't get away. You can't even do it in China. You're like, I would have thought, oh, reverse psychology. Maybe they'll get. No. It's all
Yeah.
that. Yeah. So anyway, coming back to the
Did you buy something on 11/11?
I actually did, yeah.
You did?
I had to replace some gadgets of mine. And now I'm like, oh, there's a small little discount. I better do it now. Oddly enough, though, that discount still exists now.
Oh,
It's-
shit.
it's- yeah, I'm like, God damn it, you asshole. It wasn't a special 11/11 discount. It was just like, they happened to be 11/11. I happened to look at them. I'm like, it should be an 11/11 discount. It wasn't.
I mean, it's the same like a lot of shops or whatever when they actually mark up the product before the discount, before Black Friday,
yeah,
whatever.
that way it feels like, oh, I got a discount.
Yeah,
oh, full on, man.
It's actually the same exact, like
Yeah,
the normal price, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Black Friday as well, I usually buy a lot of software during Black Friday time because that's the time when because I've been watching these prices. I'm like, I know you guys.
Yeah.
You don't mess with me. Like software wise, yeah, because let's be honest, software, they don't care. It costs them nothing.
Yes.
It's literally a copy paste thing and they sent me a link, right? But yeah, the 11th, I got a little gadget thing. It hasn't arrived yet because, Taobao takes their time.
So
whatever.
you're actually buying from Taobao.
I actually did, yeah.
Okay. Are you big on Taobao? Like, do you use it a
Not
lot?
too big, mostly because the
Because obviously you
interface-
can read, right?
I can read,
and
yeah.
you know how to navigate the website.
because the payment is a headache, man.
Yeah, it can be. I think if you're not familiar with like how China does payments.
Yeah, because okay, so basically my item was at Tmall. Now Taobao
Yes.
lets you pay with PayMe and stuff like that.
Yeah,
okay?
Tmall is Alipay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have Alipay. And I'm like, oh,
But you
my
can
God.
link your credit card, your Hong Kong card to
Alipay.
Well,
You get
this
like,
is where it
it's
gets
like Google
crazy.
Pay, basically. Like it's another version of Google Pay where
No,
you
but there is two Alipay. This is the
the
problem.
Alipay Hong Kong, right?
Yes, the Alipay
Yeah.
Hong Kong and then the Alipay in China.
Yeah.
And that's when it gets very confusing because actually you can use the Alipay China to pay for Tmall in China.
Yeah.
But once you're using Tmall that is directed to Hong Kong,
Yeah.
you can no longer use that one.
Yeah, you have to use Alipay Hong Kong.
Yes.
Yeah. But I don't have Alipay Hong Kong, nor do I want to do it because I'm so sick and tired of another payment gateway. I'm like, oh my God, I cannot keep track anymore. I'm done.
And you can't use your credit card directly. It has to go through Alipay. Yeah.
Exactly. I'm like, God damn, this is annoying. So like, I get my girlfriend. She has like an uncle, something that has an account. I'm like, just use that. I'll pay you back. Like, I'm not doing another 20 different accounts just for this.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the item I did. Black Friday's coming up soon. That's when I look.
Is it big in Hong Kong?
Black Friday's getting bigger and bigger.
Really? Okay. So
However-
just like all of these are just like excuses to just like
Oh,
sell
yeah,
shit
full
to
on.
people.
Christmas, Black Friday, it's all bullshit, right? But I mean, the good thing though is that it does get you excited. For example, Black Friday, like I said, usually more Western stuff. That's
Yeah.
when they're like, oh, if this is a discount, this is a real deal discount.
Yes.
You know, like that. This will probably be one of the bigger discounts of the year. Whereas they have discounts summertime.
When
this
is
and that.
is it like the last?
I think the last Saturday of November.
Oh,
It's
okay.
28 or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I guess it's also like timed well because it's like when you're shopping for
Pre-Christmas?
Christmas
Yeah,
Day,
yeah.
from Christmas gifts or whatever.
Yeah,
It's like
exactly.
after Thanksgiving. When is
Yeah.
Thanksgiving? I have no
I think
idea.
it's like Friday. Or something. And look, honestly, we could research this right now.
No, but how about
out
we
of
don't?
respect for the fact that we don't want to be distracted by this podcast,
Yes.
by information we should be researching,
Yes.
we're not going to research.
Out of respect also for our tradition of not knowing most
that as
of
well.
the things we
That as
talk
well,
about.
but that's the fine print. That's the fine print. Yeah. Out of respect for the listener, we don't want to suddenly have a moment of distraction. We want you to know we're giving 100% focus on this podcast.
Yes.
So even while we're talking right now, we really should just hit the pause button, research it, come back, and the listener wouldn't even know.
No.
But
Yeah.
again, that would be a lie.
That would be
You would
unauthentic
think
of
we
us.
didn't stop, but we did stop. You see, we go with the art of authenticity on this podcast,
Yeah.
where ignorance is truly ignorance, and we embrace it.
Actually, going back to why I brought up trip.com. So I was looking at a flight before Basim's thing, came
Yeah.
about or whatever. I still wanted to go because I knew I had like a gap in my schedule.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I score a very cheap flight, I can go, whatever.
Yeah,
Then what ended up happening is like on 11/11, they actually gave a pretty big discount.
Yeah.
It was on 11/11 at 11 p.m. Right?
Oh, you have to do that?
And but they had like whatever 300 vouchers or something. you have to be
limited-
so
yeah,
quick.
Obviously, they do that. Yeah,
But then I actually went on and I was on time.
Yeah.
Of course there was like fine print to it because what it says like 1,000. Oh, the discount was 1,111, which is a pretty big discount
Yeah.
on a flight.
yeah.
So and the flight that I was looking at, which again is a terrible flight round trip to Melbourne, it's like 3,700 something total.
Wow, that is nothing.
It's nothing. So if you
Whoa.
put 1,111 off, you're basically getting like 2,500.
That's nuts,
That's crazy,
dude.
right?
That's
So
crazy.
that's what I was eyeing, right?
Yeah.
So on 11 p.m., I'm like on there. I got the voucher. I'm like, quick.
Yeah.
Turns out the discount is applicable. However, it's on the if the fare is more than $2,000.
Ah.
Now, this fare, because the ticket is so cheap,
Yeah.
the fare is actually less than $2,000, and the
Ah, so
total of
taxes
it
and
is
everything on
taxes
top.
and
Yeah, yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So I'm like, actually couldn't even get mad. I'm like, fair enough. This is a
Yeah,
very
yeah,
cheap
yeah.
ticket.
Yeah.
If the fare is not even $2,000, I really. But then I was just like stood there. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm buying it anyway.
Yeah. I'll figure it out later.
I'll
yeah.
figure it out later. But but Taobao, because having lived in China for a long time, I've actually seen Taobao, like obviously with like the people being online more and more
Yeah.
between like 2013 and 19 when I left.
Yeah.
Maybe from like 15 or 2015 or 14 is like when it really started taking off. When,
Yeah.
like people are so used to,
Just
ordering
not
stuff from
twice. Like, it's like a term.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just to tout it.
everything,
Yeah.
everything is from there. But also the funny thing is that there is also everything has different kind of copies
Yeah.
of like like actually in Egypt you can literally request for like a high copy.
Yeah.
So high copy means like it's very close to the original. It's a higher price. So if you are a shop,
Yeah.
you can request from like a factory in China. It's like, hey, I will pay you more, so you can really copy it well. And if you don't have that much money and you want to sell it in like the cheaper areas or whatever,
Yeah.
that's when you get like the Adibus and the Nick scooter, stuff like this.
The Nike,
yeah.
Adibas,
Yeah, Adibus and all the shit. That's when
Yeah.
you like pay so little. But it's crazy that it's just like this is totally okay.
Yeah.
But then China also cracks down whenever they want to like clean up the reputation.
Yeah. So people are like, oh, okay, we can invest.
Like
in
if
them
Apple
again.
is like, hey guys, you're going a little crazy with like a laundry shop that says Apple Store.
Yeah,
Can
yeah,
you
yeah,
not
yeah,
do
yeah,
that?
yeah.
And they're like, fine.
Yeah,
And-
yeah. You're giving us $1 billion a day, sure,
Yeah.
fine. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But there is also a version of Taobao that is now like not so much in China anymore, which is the fake markets. Those are actually really cool.
Yeah.
They were. Like, I'm sure a lot of our listeners, especially old China hands, have seen the fake markets in China. In Shanghai, there was a huge one on Nanjing Chilu, close to the Bund,
Yeah.
like the one of the touristy areas. And it was basically like Taobao in a shopping mall.
Oh,
and it
wow.
was fucking awesome.
Nice.
You can get everything from like a taser,
Yeah.
like literally a
Yeah.
police grade
Yeah.
taser, to like, you know, super high copy like Gucci bags and stuff. And you see like people just like go nuts with like, and you can, everything is a bargain, right? So everything you like, you know, you had like, you hold a LV bag. And it literally is like, you know, I'm not like a luxury item expert, but
Yeah.
you cannot tell
Yeah.
the difference. And they also, again, it's like the levels of copy. So you can be like, hey, can you give me like the other stuff? And they literally take you to the back room
With the real heavy duty.
with the real
stuff.
heavy
Yeah,
duty stuff where like, it's the same LV bag, but outside it's like 300 RMB.
Yeah.
But then there is one that you really cannot tell.
Yeah.
And it's for like 1,000 RMB.
Yeah.
And then you like have a deal with them or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
But while I was living there, they shut down that entire shopping mall. I think it was one of the times when China was like, "Hey guys, we're not doing this anymore."
Yeah.
But they just moved it to Pudong to the other side. So it gets really funny, closer to the airport, so people can just buy it,
Buy and get out. Yeah. They
You're like,
figure
we
it
don't
out.
want the
They're
noise.
like,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they figure like hush hush.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. It just as minimum time that between the product and the being in China. Keep
Yes.
it as minimum as possible.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's a matter of time. Like they'll probably have these things on the plane itself, and once they sell out, the plane can turn back and go back home.
Oh, that's so
Right?
genius.
They're like, basically the idea, like, we're gonna keep flying in the air until it sells out. Someone's gonna buy this off, you know, and they're auctioning it off and stuff like that. Oh, I can imagine that happening.
Yeah, it's just like the flight attendants with like the tray, like
Yeah.
trying to sell you some shit. It's actually like
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Peanuts.
You can place your order.
LV bag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hot towel.
Yeah.
Gucci handbag. You know, it's like no big deal. Yeah, and they have like we have a range of different things. We have a USB charger.
Yeah.
We have a Gucci headrest. We have a this like what?
Gucci
Yeah.
headrest. Yeah, but
Yeah.
like here, I feel like most people are actually like buying the original stuff. Am I getting that?
Honestly, or maybe we just all being fooled. Like,
True.
Everyone's got the fake stuff. They've
Yeah.
got the stores open for the look of it. And maybe Gucci is invested in the fake market and
that's
realize what we can
genius.
do. We open the stores. So people feel that if you have a Gucci bag in Hong Kong, you probably went to a legitimate store because they have a store, right? And then we work with the guy selling the cheaper stuff. So we have more people wearing it, holding the bags, making you feel like I want a Gucci bag too. And then you don't do your homework. You're dumb enough to go to the actual real store, buy the real bag, and Gucci's like, see? We covered both markets.
I am sure there is like a lot of like experiments and stuff about like people, because a lot of this stuff like fucking handbag or whatever. Yeah,
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
A lot. This is just like the value that we agreed it's worth. It's
Correct.
the same
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
diamonds,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. We just make, exactly. We make the market. Yeah.
So I'm sure like there is a lot of like, you know, experiments when you're like, oh yeah, you like this one more because like you give them the impression that it's the real one and they're like, yeah, sure. And then it turns out it's the same like the fake
Honestly,
one. Right?
I think at the end of the day, if you gave someone a fake one and they believe it was real, they'll never doubt it. They'll be like, yeah, okay, this is, and when they see the little defect, they're like, no, that's probably how the design is.
Yes.
Right? And that's the weirdest thing about economics, really. And that's what I learned over time is that the more you do your business on your own, you're like, yeah, the value is what you created. Which
Yes.
is why, like, let's say you go to Starbucks, you want the coffee to be a bit more expensive because you want to feel like I'm drinking Starbucks.
Right.
Right? Whereas
If Starbucks like slashes its prices in half, which is probably what it should be.
it should be for that
yeah,
quality
for
crap.
that
Yeah,
quality,
yeah, yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
And then everyone's like, yo, Starbucks is like for poor people.
Yeah.
I don't want to go there. And
Exactly.
then someone else would be like, no, I will give you the same feeling.
Yeah.
With the same shit coffee.
Yeah.
Here, come here and pay double.
Yeah.
Because you want to be part of
Prestige.
a club that has like a logo.
Absolutely, and look, this pulls it down to a lot of times when you go to these like country clubs and these recreation clubs and everything, and you can be very honest when you've been there. Like for example, I've done a lot of gigs at these different recreation clubs, and let's be honest, a lot of them, the quality of the sound system and light and everything is pretty shit, right? Because they don't need to improve it. They're like, we're happy, we're cool, we don't really care. Now you have people who it's an exclusive club. You have to have money to get in, but it doesn't mean the quality is better. The
Yeah.
food quality is not better. It's just that they feel like, but if I'm in this club, I'm special.
Exactly.
Right? And this is a weird thing. And hence why a lot of people, they go to like different venues and they watch shows that I only watch shows here. It's like, yeah, but that comedian sucks. Yeah, but no, it's better. Like, hence, I mean, I'm sure you see this as well. You have an audience that wants to watch a comedian.
Yeah.
But they don't want to go to the comedy show. they want you to go to a nicer place.
Yes.
They only will go to those bars. Like they won't go to this type of bar. They want to go to that lounge. It's like, what? This is stupid.
Yeah, we have a friend. I'll try really hard not to say something that could reveal who she is.
Oh, well, we know it's
it's just a she. It's a she. Yeah.
Okay.
But this friend would not go be photographed, or like she would hang out with the same group of people. But if we are going to a junk of a certain level,
Yeah.
like the wooden junks, which
Yeah.
is like the cheaper one,
Yeah.
she would refuse to be in photos.
Wow.
Because she doesn't want to be like
Associated with that level of
associated,
junks.
even though she would love it. She's loving the hang and everything.
Yeah.
But she's like, I don't want to be photographed on these junks.
Yeah.
Because she has like a certain image to maintain.
Fair enough,
I'm
man,
like,
fair, yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's your brand, that's your chic. I totally get it.
Yeah.
It's like, if you know that.
but like,
that's-
who cares? That's, you
See,
know.
now that's two ways to see it. Now, one is it could be like she is.
You're having a good time anyway. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like you're being dragged there.
Yeah,
Against
depends
your
on what she
will.
does. Like for example, let's say imagine the CEO of like a big hotel chain being seen at let's say an open mic night. Impossible.
Why? This is what
It
you
is
know.
because like there's a certain thing like they're like, oh, what he's doing, like this CEO's doing, like this is really weird. We feel we like.
But when you think of like the people that we think are cool, like the celebrities, you think of like Steve Martin, keep showing up to
no,
like.
but his whole thing is kind of wacky weird, right? Now you must remember, okay, so this is the game of business. As a CEO, let's say you are representing not just yourself but also the company.
Yeah.
Right? When you go, let's say the CEO of let's say Ritz Carlton, and you are found at a bar that's basic
or in
bar,
a
whatever.
hostel or something.
Hostel, whatever.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "What? I'm very confused." Now, unless you have a legitimate excuse, like, "Oh, I'm taking my daughter and I want her to see like what it's like. I don't want to pamper her too much."
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great guy.
Yeah.
But unlikely because it's like, why would you want to have that life? And it's really weird because also keeping up with the Joneses. Then all of a sudden now the whole company is like the shareholders like, well, we don't want our CEO to do this. The
Yeah.
board of directors is like, what the hell, man? You can't be seen in these places. We have a certain prestige. It's like, oh crap. There's a lot to it. Hence why like comedians we're on our own. Like Jerry Seinfeld said, right? Comedians on a surfboard. You're surfing the waves and doing whatever you want.
Yeah.
So you can do whatever you want. Like I said, the one thing I love about what I do is that I'll do a gig at let's say like Ritz Carlton, and I'll just go take the MTR home.
Right.
Like no big deal.
Yeah, that
And
is cool.
Right? And I have no shame in that. I'm like, yeah, so I'm wearing like my whole suit and everything. I'm like, yeah, and? Like, what's the big deal? I don't care. Like, oh, but just now you were there in front of these people who were like raising money, like millions of dollars being raised, and none of you were doing all this. I was like, yeah, and?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to go take the Amtrak and go home. They're like, yeah, but you could easily just Uber. You should. And this is the weirdest thing. Every gig I've done at these hotels, you will see a long line at the taxi stand outside and waiting for Ubers and stuff.
and you're just like walking.
And I just walk past. I'm like,
them.
you do realize that the train station is right there.
Yeah.
The amount of time you're gonna be waiting for your Uber to show up and everything, you already be across the harbor, and then get an Uber from there. It's like, nope, not happening. We cannot be walking. And I'm like, all right, that's you, man. Go enjoy, have fun. I'm good. I'm gonna walk now.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it is crazy because I think like that means that you're gonna have to always maintain a certain level and not enjoy some things. Like you have to give up certain.
Yeah, but
You
again,
know,
it comes down
basic-
to whether you're that type of person, right? For example, let's say if nowadays you tell me, hey, Viv, let's go have McDonald's. I'm like, that's not my meal. That's a snack, okay? I'll
Yes.
at best have fries. I don't say lunch is McDonald's.
Yeah.
Not because I'm better than that, but I'm like, from a health point of view, number one.
Yes, I agree
right?
with that.
So that's what I mean. I've done gigs where they have no time for crew meals, and they're like, oh, we're gonna get some food, and I'm like, what are you gonna get? Like, McDonald's. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to eat McDonald's, man. What the hell, man?
Yeah,
Like,
but this is like, as you said, like health
exactly.
reasons. Yeah.
So that's my point. So in the same way, maybe for other people, that's to them the health level. Whether like I've outgrown this. Like for example, certain comedy clubs here I won't do mostly because I'm like I've outgrown that.
Yeah.
I'm like I don't need to be that. You get my point. In the same
Yeah.
way, like certain gigs, for example, let's say carnivals and stuff, right? Like I could easily do those gigs, but I'm like I'm past that.
It's funny you mentioned that because I remember when we ran one of the lawn ground shows.
Yeah.
And obviously, like that's a pretty prestigious gig,
Yeah.
like crazy location and all of that.
Yeah,
and you're
yeah.
out there in front of like hundreds of people. And then I also remember because I literally like live in Shangwan, which is walking distance from the
Yeah.
harbor front. And I remember after the gig, it's same experience. Everyone is like lining up for taxis.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, you were at the gig. Hi, hey.
yeah.
And I'm just like walking past them. I'm like, I am walking home.
Yeah,
Not
yeah.
even going to the MTR.
yeah, I don't
I'm
need
like,
this.
I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm just
absolutely.
a person now.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. And I think that's the ultimate when you have no, I wouldn't say shame, but you're like, yeah, and okay. Like, if
Yeah.
you're going to judge me on that, well, then okay, then. But again, because we are not tied down to any particular big brand or whatever.
Yeah, I guess that's the perfect time to mention our sponsor, Shake Shack.
Yeah.
They told us to shut up McDonald's for 10 minutes and then
Yeah.
bring them in.
Exactly. And speaking of Shake Shack, I actually had Shake Shack yesterday.
You did?
Oddly enough, man. And a little pro tip for everybody. If you-
So they have the new truffle, white truffle burgers.
I didn't have that. I just went for Shack.
Yeah, I
Burger
just
straight
saw
up.
I just saw the ads. I think they have them in Central, Harbor City, and whatever the three big ones.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't tried, but maybe later on, if I get a chance. No, I just had
I do
no
like
chance.
Shake Shack. Like
They're pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be very honest with you. Their burgers, if you ask me better than Five Guys, I do say yes. The burger is better than Five Guys if you ask me.
I think we might have mentioned this on the podcast before. I have given Five Guys about 5 chances.
Yeah.
And I think by the 5th time, I'm like, I legitimately don't get it.
Yeah.
Because I think the bread has a huge problem.
Yeah. Bread is like very basic. I was like, well,
And not just basic, it just like breaks apart. I don't know if
Yeah.
it was my luck 5 times.
Yeah.
Something is wrong. And I'm sure like some Americans are like losing the shit right now.
I have no idea.
Yeah, they're like, oh my god, because I don't know why people say, like, I think the burger itself is fine. I haven't had it for like 3 years now.
Yeah.
But like, I give it so many chances, and after a while, I'm like, am I not getting? It's like one of
Yeah.
these things when everyone goes like, this movie is amazing
Emperor's
or
New
whatever,
Clothes, man. The
and then
Emperor's
you
New
watch
Clothes,
it and you're like, what am I not getting? This
Yeah,
is bad.
Dude, this is the Emperor's New Clothes.
Yeah.
It's full on.
Yeah.
Like, you're the jester going, but he's naked. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
I think so. I'll give you this. Five Guys Burger, it cannot outdo Shake Shack. The reason also Shake Shack got a bad rap also, and which deserves this here, it's also Maxim's Group. People hate
Right.
Maxim's Group here, right?
Yes.
It's just, I stopped that as well, because first of all, health-wise, number one.
Yeah.
But I was so hungry, I needed food, right? I had a gig, and I needed to eat, and I'm like, I'm not sitting down and having a proper full meal. I just need a quick snack, whatever.
Sure.
I go to Shake Shack, have that now. Pro tip for everybody. Like with Food Pandas and all this stuff, right? You do takeaway, you get discount. But of course, you cannot sit inside their store and eat.
Yes.
Now, if you find yourself in IFC, the Shake Shack is on the rooftop. For everybody who already knows this, you know what I'm saying.
Yes.
Is that the roof is all public space.
It's public space. They can't stop you
They
from.
can't stop
yeah.
you. So what you
Actually, you
do-
can bring your food from outside.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
You can do it in every area. Like I'm talking about, even where the bars and stuff are, that's all open space.
Yes.
They might have their own chairs, but you can legally sit on those chairs.
Yes.
Right, and enjoy their atmosphere. Now, what you do is you don't go to Shake Shack and order stuff directly. You go to Food Panda, use their app, get the discount,
pickup.
and pick it up,
Yeah.
and you sit right outside with everyone else.
Love it.
yeah, right over there.
Yeah.
And this is me after
This
like.
is how we lose a sponsorship very quick.
exactly, yeah.
We gained it and lost it very
Exactly.
quickly.
And
they're like, oh, they're doing great shitting on McDonald's. Oh, never mind.
yeah,
they're
exactly.
shitting on us
right?
too.
Like, crap. Five Guys, give us a call right
Yeah.
now. yeah.
I will retract my statement about Five Guys
Yeah.
being. I would be like, I was in bed with the Five Guys last night.
that's
It
what
was
I meant.
amazing.
Yeah, exactly. I think the only sponsorship that even if they did approach us and say, "Hey, we'd love to sponsor you, we'll give you unlimited food from our store," is Vision. You can kiss my ass. You guys suck so
yes,
bad.
we are big house. We're big house dousebags forever
Yeah,
now.
that I think they completely won me over. But Vision, it takes so much.
I'm actually surprised they're still around.
I have no.
Yeah.
I think it's one of those things that you fool them once, but you get so many million.
I mean, it's a tiny space. I guess the rent is
But
not.
they also have a store in Tai Hang. That's where they began with the cookies and everything.
Okay.
But the reason why I genuinely dislike Vision is because they hurt me at the wrong time. When I desperately needed that chocolate fix.
Yeah.
And I went to Bakehouse. They ran out of cookies. I'm like, good for you, man. You deserve to sell that. It's all good. Vision, you need this. This
Yeah.
is your time to shine. Like, it's kind of think of this way, right? Let's say this big comedian drops out last minute and they're like, dude, we have 1,000 people right now who
Yeah.
are craving for comedy. Mohammed, I need you to go up there. They don't need that level of comedy. Just
Sure.
give me good comedy for them to
Yeah.
enjoy. And you go up there and you don't just bomb.
Yeah.
You made people go like, we're never coming back to this promoter show ever. You get it?
Wow.
You get it, my
That
point?
is a high level of
That's
hurt.
a high level of hurt. And
Yeah. That's
but-
like equivalent of like, your girlfriend walking out on like the wedding day, basically.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
right?
and then you're like forever traumatized by every woman ever.
She walked out basically after you had settled the bill with the hotel. You've paid all stuff. She's looking at you settle. She's like, okay, yeah, just sign over here. I'm like, okay, great. And we'll see you at the altar. Yeah, I'll see you over there.
Yeah.
And you're at the altar. Bill's paid. Everything's done. Everyone stood up. They're playing the music.
Yeah.
Her dad shows up and he's like, nah, nah.
Well, actually, her dad showed up and he's holding a bad cookie from Vision.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
what-
Yeah. And he says, she kind of left you with this. You're like, I will. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dude, that day I will never forget because like I was so in need for some chocolate fix, right? Okay, let me clarify.
I don't know
hate
why.
it.
It makes me laugh so hard how upset you are about it.
You have no idea. Like when I have a long day or long week and I'm like exhausted, I'm like, I deserve this. I earned this. Right now, money is not the issue. I need a chocolate that I want to enjoy. I remember precisely. I'm on the escalator. I'm like, okay, I'm getting my double chocolate chip cookie. Ain't nobody gonna eat that. I'm gonna get 2 of them, so nobody has to share with me. I'm gonna get 1 cookie for myself. Everyone else can kiss my ass and eat your cookie on their own, right?
Right.
I go to Bakehouse, sold out. I'm like, okay. I go to Vision. They have a like a brownie something whatever whatever thing that they sell, right? And it's like 2 for this amount. I'm like, all right, let's do it. I don't care. I need this right now. I gave them my first time I gave it was when they had that thick cookie for $50.
Yes.
Okay. I tried it. I'm like, you are not worth $50. Second time, this is my second. I remember going there. I'm like, I'll buy 2 brownies.
Yeah.
Because if you're good, I'm eating both. If you're bad, at least I got a discount.
Sure.
Right?
Yeah, it's a good
Right?
way to
I'll
think
say,
of it.
you know,
Yeah.
whatever, right? A win-win, right? Whatever. Okay. I get home. I eat the brownie. Oh my God. I put that in my mouth. I'm like, oh shit. Like it was like, it looked legit good. Like, oh, dark chocolate, this and that. The name was all fancy. I'm like, oh, this is it. This has got to be it. You know, you can't mess this one up. I mean, cookie, I get it because I have a high standard for Bakehouse. I have no standard for brownie right now. I go home, I slice it up. I'm slicing already just a slice. I'm like, this is not going to be good.
Yeah.
You know, you
yeah,
can
you
feel it,
already
right?
know. Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like, shit. I eat the first piece. I have it for I'm like, maybe it's just this one. I've got 2. I'm going to cut the other one as well. Now I cut the other one, sucks as well. Okay, it sucks as well. And I'm just like, God damn it! Now I have 4 pieces of brownie. Okay, if I didn't cut the
I
second
would
one,
actually just like start filming, like take it down to the store. Just be one of these people who just like is filming with their experiences or whatever.
Yeah.
And you just try to return it and then see what like.
oh really?
Yeah, and film
Oh,
the
dude.
reaction.
If they
Like
thought-
literally just one hand has the cookies, the other hand has the phone on. They can see
Yeah.
that you're filming.
Yeah.
Just to see the reaction. And when they ask you, you just straight up go, they suck. I would
Yeah.
like to return this.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like my money
Dude,
back.
I will tell you this. I know at that moment, number one, for me to leave my house and go back down would not happen because I'll be like, I hate these guys so much. Like,
Yeah.
I'm so upset right now. I remember it happened.
I
to me.
am not joking. You can have me, like, I would hold the phone. I would be your friend who was filming the whole experience,
Yeah.
and I would go there with you shamelessly.
The problem is I
just
don't-
filming you going, like, just to,
I don't wanna
First of
pierce-
all, put them on blast.
Yeah.
And second, just to get a cool video.
I don't know, but I worry that what if I Pierce Morgan them? I mean,
Right.
now they're huge.
Yeah.
And they take over Vegas. I'm like,
True.
no.
Yeah, because you could sound like you could look like a Karen, and people turn on you. Yeah,
they're
you're
like, let's see
right.
how bad it really is.
Yes,
Like,
yes.
yeah. No, but I mean, honestly, Vision, I'm really sorry to say this, but like, you really, it's so hard for me to like hate something this level.
Right. Yeah.
But like, it hit me twice at the moments of my vulnerable moments, and I'm sorry, man. I cannot. I have to endorse not liking your stuff.
All right. How about you guys do tag Vision on this episode when we drop the promo?
Yeah.
Send them this episode and see what they think.
Yeah.
Maybe they will come to us and be like, "Hey, we'll invite you for a private tasting. Who will guarantee that you will like it."
Yeah.
Or send something and it goes like, "Hey, what about this? Would
Yeah.
you say something good after you try this?" We're open. Can we say we're open?
I will open.
Yeah.
I will be honest with you. I will be going with a biased mind to get
Sure,
start
I
off
will
with.
go with a from a
Yeah, you
neutral.
go neutral. I'm already- I'm like-
because I already tried and I agree they suck.
Yes.
But I'm happy to give them a
You're
second
open.
chance.
Yes. My door is closed, but I'm willing to open it again.
Yes.
But I will be going with a closed door.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And then it has to be basically. I'll put it this way: if you want, and promise, I guarantee, if they are able to win me over after that, I guarantee you, dude, you will have nothing but high flying praises from me. If
Sure.
you're able to make me open my door and make me go, holy shit, I'm keeping the door open after I closed it.
Yeah. Vision, just so you know, if you're listening to this is the #1 English-speaking podcast in Hong Kong for
Yeah.
quite a while now.
Yeah.
So you're on a pretty big platform, and a lot of people are listening to this. So the ball is in your court.
Exactly. Yeah.
I would like to give you my dilemma before we leave. I've been struggling for the last couple of weeks with a very weird problem, which is basically I can't take my dog to walk at midnight.
What?
Here's the reason.
Wait, is it gremlin? Like, is it
Okay,
werewolf?
here's the
What's
problem.
going on?
My dog is afraid of traffic.
Yes.
Okay, so where I live in Shangwan, there is a overpass over Possession Street. It's very safe. I can unleash her there. She can pee. She can run around. Whatever. Now, we because of my schedule, I always end up kind of on this overpass at midnight, like the last thing before we go to bed. The problem is that I have this neighbor, And he's a guy who I actually know because I used to play football with him. He's a very nice guy. He has a dog. He comes from Possession Street. He uses the same overpass around similar time because he's also self-employed and
Yeah.
he works late at night. He comes with his dog from the other side of Possession from the overpass.
Yeah.
The problem that I have here is that we know each other, but we don't know each other well enough to have a full-on conversation.
It's one of those awkward, like, hey, that's
But
what you
we're
can do,
also
right?
not strange. Like I have a relationship of hey with strangers with
Yeah.
a few other dog owners who
Yeah.
I don't know at all.
Yeah.
See, he falls in this like category of like every time I see him coming from this side, I always forget that he's also just the same as my schedule.
Yeah.
But the opposite. So here's my dilemma.
Yeah.
Every time I'm starting on the overpass and I see him from the other side, he's like about 2-minute walk towards me. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh God.
It's
'Cause-
awkward.
Well, it's not just awkward. It's like you have to go like, first of all, a conversation has to happen.
Yeah. Hey,
We are-
so walking. Hey, it's pretty,
Yeah, but we're also not friends to catch up or anything in particular.
Yeah, like, how's the wife? You know, none of
But
that.
you can't also be like wave and be like, hey, how's it going? Because that's true, because we kind of know each other.
Yeah.
And over the last couple of weeks, we have already exhausted all the like talking about the
generics.
dogs
Yeah.
and talking about like weather is getting colder.
Yeah.
So right now, I made the mistake of going out at midnight by accident. And then as soon as I see him, I'm like, fuck, I made this. Because now you're like, he's coming towards me. I have
Yeah.
2 minutes to be like, what is this one going to be?
Yeah.
Hey, how's it going? And then you're like, we're comics. Like, I can talk to a wall. That's not the problem. The problem is just like, why? I don't want to do this.
Yeah. You're like,
But the crazy thing is that I genuinely considered, like, one time I saw him coming, again, the nicest guy in the world, but I saw him coming, I'm like, I just don't have the capacity to even.
Yeah.
And I thought of turning around and going the other way, but it's so obvious
Yeah.
that I can't do that either.
Yeah.
So every time I see this guy coming from that way, I'm like, now I have to, like, have a conversation. And
Yeah.
it's just so difficult.
Yeah.
So that's my dilemma. What do I do?
I mean-
Aside from not wanting to go at midnight, because I can just, like, he basically owned this space
Yeah.
for these 15 minutes.
Yeah.
I have to pick a different slot, basically.
Yeah. Man. I mean, look, honestly, what you can do, changing the schedules could work, right? That's one idea.
Yeah.
The other one is maybe go to online to look for these random topic generators. Like right now, I just got one like, what random topic? What's the funniest TV series you've seen? What is the strangest dream you've ever had? What or who has taught you most of the information you use
You do
regularly?
realize that if I do that,
Yeah.
that means we'll end up like hooking up together because it sounds like a fucking first date.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Question
All right.
generator.
Let's not do that. Instead of using topic generator, why not use a noun generator? Just walk in and be like, responsibility, huh? Just throw it out. Hey, buddy, appearances, right?
Right.
Like, yeah. Oh, dude, economics. Oh my God, buddy, all about the fortune, right? You just every day, just like literally, and he's like, well, huh?
Yeah.
And I gotta go, man. See ya. Like literally, like I'm telling you, this is hilarious. Like
This is a much bigger dilemma in my head than I think it's coming off because like having like I also like I don't want to give up that slot because it's like ideal for my schedule.
Yeah.
And I don't want to give up the spot either because it's like great for the dog to be on
Yeah.
leash or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why? And I can't like downgrading to just high.
Can't you look out your window and like?
No, I can't see the overpass from my
you
window.
can't? Oh,
No.
man. Okay.
But he's
okay.
like, I know, like 90%. If I
Wait,
go
he's
at
your
mid,
neighbor. That means because you're a walk up.
he's like my neighbor is like in a building
One floor
around
higher?
me. No. He's like
Building around you.
Yeah. Like I
crap.
don't
So
like
you kind of detect when he leaves his house.
no. Yeah.
All right. What you do, right? Okay. You get one of these Bluetooth devices that people keep in their wallets. So when you lose your wallet, you know where it is. The next time you see him, give him one of those like really like typical, yo, what's up, dude? Yeah, give him one of those hugs. Slip it into his pocket
Pocket,
or whatever.
yeah.
Because winter's coming, right? And he's gonna wear the jacket all the time.
Sure.
Then you use that to detect where he is.
That is genius.
Yeah, try that.
I think maybe
him a
we can
gift,
find
dude.
an
Give him a
11/11 deal.
Yeah, next year, right? Give him a gift like this. Yeah, this just no, put it on the dog.
Oh yeah.
On
I
the
can be like,
dog
I got
collar.
it. Yeah.
Just say we got a matching pair, just have
Yes.
neighbors. Here's a really cool one. Just thought it'd be fun for us being neighbors
Sure.
and stuff. The dog has it, so whenever the dog's moving around, you're like, okay, I'm not going nowhere.
Yes.
Buddy,
I
right
can
there.
start like a fake club, like Shangwan K9 club or something.
Exactly, yeah.
Just to have the collar so it looks more legit.
Yeah. Do
And
something
then-
like that, yeah. One
Yeah.
of those, and like basically, or you could just say this is. I tell you what, okay, I got it better, right? Real quick. You tell them you're doing a new Kickstarter campaign. This is a prototype. Would it be all right if you use him as a test? Make it like obvious, so he does that. What the hell is this? Oh, being tracked by the
Right.
government, right? And can I keep it on your dog? Because also my dog has one. It's just doing a few tests. It'll probably be a few weeks, right?
Yes.
And what will happen is that for the next few weeks, you never see him. And now he never sees you again.
Yeah.
He can never return it to you.
Genius.
Right?
Yes, that's why you're getting paid the big
Yes,
bucks.
exactly.
That's it.
Right? You do that.
Yeah.
Then what happens is usually at some point there'll be like a battery low. That's when you bump into him. And be like, oh my God, I've been looking for you. I haven't seen you. Yeah, it's not really working. This I couldn't detect it. It's not working, but I made a new version of this.
Yes.
Could you try this? And now detect, and we can see each other all the time. Right?
good.
You got 2 years covered.
Yes.
By that time, chances are you made it big. You're now living in Las Vegas. All that kind of stuff. Oh, this guy's moving because the rent's going to go up anyway.
Right.
You've got that covered.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
That is genius.
I'm telling you, man.
Um,
Right there.
So good. Okay, so now the next step is to find a Taobao vendor who
That
would
is
actually
right.
make this for us.
Exactly,
With
yeah.
highest grade possible.
Correct.
And it's probably gonna be. We can actually brand it from Tesla or something.
Yeah.
I'm sure someone in China would be willing to do this.
Yeah.
So maybe I can tell him that this is even like a prototype straight from
Yeah.
the Tesla factory.
Yeah. And just
And-
call it Chuchi. CUCCI. They'll never see the G.
Chuchi.
Chuchi.
If you guys have other ideas of how do I avoid this mess that doesn't involve me investing thousands of dollars in a prototype just so I can avoid the one guy,
Yeah.
please let us know. How do people find you online?
Simply look for Funny Vivek and you'll get me all over the place. What about you?
The other Muhammad. I'll be posting stuff from Australia. You can follow my shenanigans all over. Thank you so much for listening. If you are enjoying the podcast, please send it to a friend. Also, we are on Patreon every single week. Never stopped. Sometimes the episode is late, but it's there every week. Patreon.com/HoHoPod. Very cool way to support the podcast. It's $5 a month. And you get, an extra bonus episodes. Usually it's like 15 to 25, 30 minutes of us talking about the one topic. Really cool way. We have a core group of people who have been supporting it. So join us. Join the cool kids on patreon.com/HoHoPod. Thank you everyone for listening. See you next week.